Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with the top 5 best PC hardware deals of the week. There are actually some really good deals this week, especially on video cards. I always like to cover those last, so let's get right into this with number 5. Number 5, you can pick up the Corsair CX series CX500. It's 500 watt 80 plus bronze certified power supply. Now, this definitely isn't the highest end power supply in the world. However, currently it's available for $50 along with a $20 mail-in rebate as well as a promo code knocking off another $2. That'll bring down the price of this power supply to $28, and for that price, you really can't go wrong. For this PSU, I would really only pick it up if you're buying a lower end PC, you know, around like a $450 to $600 PC. Then a PSU like this would work really well, or if you're looking to upgrade a pre-built computer's power supply, then something like a CX500 is gonna work fine. And it can power higher end GPUs, even as high as something like a 1070. Even higher end GPUs these days, they're very power efficient, so getting high wattage isn't absolutely essential. And the CX500, it's a 500 watt power supply for $28 after the mail-in rebate. It's a solid deal. However, if you're not gonna use the mail-in rebate, then this deal kind of is moot, since paying $48 for a CX500 isn't that great of a deal. Moving on to a deal over on eBay, the Intel Core i7-7700K. This is the new Kaby Lake CPU, 4.2 GHz. These CPUs are typically going for around $350 to $360 on Amazon and Newegg. That's the price that I've been seeing on eBay. It is available for $330. I have not seen it cheaper than this. If you guys have seen it cheaper, let me know in the comment section down below. But if you're in the market for an i7-7700K, you're gonna be paying a premium price. It's a very new CPU, however, the performance gains really isn't that big if you're on like a Skylake CPU. Hell, if you're still on that Sandy Bridge grind, I really wouldn't be looking that hard at upgrading. However, I know some of you guys are probably building your PC, or you just want to make the jump to an i7. The 7700K for $330, you really can't go wrong with it. Just know that if you're on a previous generation CPU in the last 3 to 4 years, the 7700K isn't going to give you gigantic performance increases, but that is pretty obvious at this point anyway. Moving on to the final 3, which are video cards. Number 3 is going to be the EVGA GeForce GTX 1050. The Superclock 2GB video card is available for $110, and there's a $10 off mail-in rebate, knocking it down to just $100. Also, if you buy this GPU right now, you get a code for one of 3 free games. You can either pick up Meyer, I believe it is, Redout, or Raw Data. Not the greatest games in the world, definitely not the highest profile games out there, but hey, for $100 you get a free game. That is a very solid deal to me, and this 1050 is actually one where you can just plug it in straight to a motherboard. You're not going to need a crazy good power supply to power this thing. At the very least, I would have like a 350 watt PSU just to be on the safe side. But yeah, if you're looking to do some lower end gaming, if you just want to play games like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, the 1050 is going to work really well, and it will let you dabble in some higher end games. Just don't be expecting to max out games at 1080p and 60 FPS, of course, but you can play games at 1080p at around medium to high settings and get 30 to 40 frames per second, which is essentially what the consoles offer. And considering this GPU is just $100 and it can plug straight into the motherboard, pretty much can go in any pre-built computer. If you have a somewhat recent one, you know, in the last 5 to 6 years, it's not a bad option for those of you looking to make a pseudo gaming rig out of your pre-built computer. Next up, the PNY GeForce GTX 1060. The 6GB video card is available for $240, and along with this GPU, you get to pick one of the 3 free same games that you're getting with the GTX 1050. $240 isn't a great deal for the 1060. It's not like a world beater or anything, but the 6GB 1060s do typically go for around $250 to $280, so $240 is decent. You get a free game, it's a very good video card, and it's one of the better options for GPUs right now. There aren't a lot of great options when you're looking at that above 220 range, but the 1060 fits the bill really nicely. And if you're looking to do 1080p gaming or even some 1440p gaming, this GPU is going to perform really well. I think 1080p is the sweet spot, but this GPU can definitely push 1440p as well. Finally, number 1 is the PowerColor Red Dragon Radeon RX 480. The 4GB model is available on Newegg for $180, and there's a $20 off mail-in rebate, knocking it down to just $160. Wow. The RX 480 is the one GPU that I feel like every week I'm seeing it for a lower and lower price, and I believe that this is the lowest so far. And for $160 after the mail-in rebate at 480, that is going to offer you very, very high quality 1080p gaming performance. And considering like 2 years ago, you were paying double the price of this GPU for GPUs at that time that performed similarly, you can imagine the RX 480 is a very, very good deal. If you guys want to pick up a Sapphire Nitro RX 480, a 4GB model of that is also available on Newegg. I think that one is $190 flat, and then there's a $15 off mail mail-in rebate. So whichever one you prefer, you can pick that one up. I know some people stray away from PowerColor GPUs. I've used 2 of them in my time PC gaming, and I haven't had an issue with either of them. Whichever route you do go, just know that the RX 480 is an awesome GPU currently for the price. If you're gonna do 1080p gaming, if you're gaming on a budget, it's just a fantastic deal, and it can run any game that's out right now. As long as it's decently optimized on PC, you'll be playing games at 1080p, you know, high to ultra settings and getting 55 to 60 frames per second. Again, there are certain games that are obviously outliers, whether they be bad ports or just very intensive on PC. There's always gonna be outliers like that no matter what GPU you have, but for the most part, the RX 480 for the price gives you a very nice PC gaming experience. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Some really good deals this week if you're looking for an i7 7700K, or if you're looking for some solid lower to mid-end video cards, there are some really great options for you guys. So as always, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, leave it in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.